What is up, my good people? This is your main man Ban here with another reviews, guys. And guess what? Remember, we had our last episode with another preamps for our Lumix G85. So I guess it's a very good feedback that I got, that I have to compare this, which one is the best to get, and you know, the value, functionality, and overall which one is worth to keep. So today we are going to review the Comica CVM AX-3. So currently we are using the SARAMONIC, which is this one. I'm not going to put it away yet, just because we are going to compare these two items and we'll see who's going to be the king of budget preamps to get pro quality. So let's check it out. So what we have right now, guys, is our Comica CVM AX-3. This thing, I believe, is still made in China. So we are going to compare this thing with a SARAMONIC, which is right here. We are currently using it for testing purposes. I did not mount it to my cage, but right now we are going to unbox the Comica. So I'm going to take it out. Comes with manual, some user manual. Maybe if you don't know how to use it, very handy. I rarely use that though, but nice, always nice to have one. Comica, I think this is the warranty card. Right, it does come with this nice in and out 3.5 cables. So you put this one into your unit and the other one to your camera. The actual unit itself, guys, is all aluminum metal, so it's nice as well. If you ask me, this two right here have the same feeling about this. So they all sturdy and all that stuff. But what I noticed about the Comica ones is that aside from the cable, they include this nice an adapter. So let's check out the quick features of the Comica. So they always have this two same XLR ports. They got the 3.5 inputs as well. So it's a right side right here and left side. So that's pretty almost similar with this thing, the SARAMONIC. What I like about this though is that he has this knobs, physical knobs that you turn on. So if you are in line 1, you put it into the input, you select line 1, either mic or passive mic, or you want to use the XLR, you turn on the what do you call this, a phantom power, 48 volts. You do not have, we do have that here in SARAMONIC, but they like buttons. If you look at it, it's not like the tactile feel, it's more on like a push button. So but this one, it's the actual knob that you can see, so you can actually hear the clicking of it. So other than that, in the back you can control the intensity or the volume of the inputs. So that's line 1, and I believe this is line 2, so left and right. So mono and the stereo, so pretty much the same as this. This is where the battery for the 9 volts tray. This is the output that you connected so that you set it up to your camera. In the middle, there's the auxiliary. So if you want to put some background music in it, it's nice to have it. If you want to put MP3s and all that, I really don't use that at all. And the last one right here is for the headphones. So for live monitoring, lossless, and all that stuff, like what we are doing right now. We got our SARAMONIC here. I got the headphones jack for my Audio-Technica M40, so I can definitely hear what I'm talking about. And you know, it's nice to have it, especially my G85 doesn't have a volume directly plugged into the camera. So what we're gonna do right now, guys, is we're going to plug in this thing to our camera. So what we have right now, guys, is the Comica. I have to put in at least 80% of the input in line 1 to be able to achieve and listen properly. We're cranking it down to 80. Right here, I can barely hear anything now. We are at like 75%. 50% right in the middle. Right here at 25%. 50, 80, and this is full blown right here, so I don't know how it will sound. Currently right now though, guys, I have it set up at 48 volts in phantom, the input 1 at the microphone side. So you can see that we are all maxed out on this one though. Noticeable that I think there is some kind of, I don't know if you can hear it or we can hear it later, but there is a noise, like a flickering machine behind it that is like turning. That's definitely not in my microphone, probably maybe in the wires, but I did not hear that here in the SARAMONIC. I did not encounter that noise. At 100% though, it fades away, but when turning back to 80, there is that noise. I'm hoping that it will be captured here though. We're gonna test out the right line, so the second line. Once again, we are using the line 2 right here, and I got the dial in at 80% for the right side for this input right here, and input 2. And the left side I had the dial for around 50%. So I'll show you. So right here you can see the knobs and its pointer, its white pointer right here. We're like 80%. I can max that out right now. That's maxed out, but we're backing off at 80%. And this one right here in the left one is that we're putting it under 50%. So this is how it sounds like. But what is bothering me, to be honest with you, is that running noise, the turning noise in the headphones. I'm not sure if we're gonna capture this once again, guys, but so I was actually reviewing the clips. I think the noise that it comes from the headphones directly monitoring the actual video that we have is that, because I was using the image application for Panasonic, so that I'll be able to remote in and all that stuff, controlled focusing and all that. Panasonic's so awesome. This is free stuff too, man. But this is awesome thing. But I noticed about this is that it makes that flickering rotational noise when I have the application turn on. So I think it affects it for some reason, maybe some kind of feedback that it's getting. That's why it's making that noise. Once again, I did not hear that on the SARAMONIC. So far that's the only thing that really got me. If you ask me, I got bothered to it because I'm trying to digest as much as I can which one I can get better off of in terms of money wise, performance, and basically its functions. As far as size, you can see that the Comica is a little bit bigger than the SARAMONIC. They got similar functions, which is 2 XLR. They do have 3.5 ports for your shotgun microphones or so, and that's left and right as well. That's the same as the Comica down beneath. Both got the same auxiliary here. You can put a background music if you want to. Main function though for the Comica is that this thing's the knobs where you select for line 1 for 48 volts phantom power, or the line 2 down beneath the 3 volts phantom power. So it doesn't have that choice here in the SARAMONIC, but I believe that would not complicate things though, because this side right here you only have a couple of choices in the SARAMONIC. You got the line 1 or line 2 knobs which you select the gain that you want. Now on this top side, you pick line 1 or line 2. What type of microphone is it? Is it going to be a passive one, a powered one right now like what we use an XLR microphone, or just a like a shotgun mic with a active one that has their own preamps as well. The other one was mono and stereo in the power button. But that is about it for the SARAMONIC. The Comica on the back, it only has that output where you connect to your camera and to the unit itself, the live headphones monitoring, and the control of how much gain you want to put into your audio. So overall, guys, so far the couple of things that I just noticed is that Comica has that buzzing noise. I think it's extra sensitive for applications or any other wireless device that you might have near you when you shoot. It will sense it. You will hear the feedback directly in the monitor, but you will not hear it in the camera though. So finished product going to the camera, I think it's already been refined. However, the unit, the feedback, it sucks it up. This one, I have not experienced it. One more advantage as well is that this is a cold shoe for the SARAMONIC 1, 2, 3, and a direct hot shoe mount. This one has 1 and 2 for the Comica, but you can mount this thing right here. You see this thing? You can mount this in the bottom of your camera if you want to, so you put your camera right on top, or underneath it has these threads. They provide you with a shoe for it in the thread as well. That way you can just plug it in here and mount it on top of your camera, same as this though. So price wise, $125 for the SARAMONIC, $99 for the Comica. Overall, guys, I think both of these units will serve its purpose very well. They're almost identical. If you're not bothered with all that monitoring sound and all that stuff, you might want to stick out with the Comica. But if you like a little bit ergonomics in terms of size, you can see the difference. The SARAMONIC wins in this one. But if I make my take, I would probably take the SARAMONIC. That's just me. But guys, I appreciate you watching. Always remember, God is good all the time, huh? Have a good weekend. Peace out.